guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going into and doing a regular Mercy commentary vlog. But first, before we get into that, I'd like to discuss some of the recent changes that have been occurring in the Overwatch dev team. First, I want to talk about Echo. I absolutely love the character design of her. She is absolutely adorable and gorgeous and everything above. I just don't think that it was the right time to start adding a DPS character into the game, as there is about already 16 DPS characters, 7 supports, and 8 tanks. It's a really bad balance of heroes, and the DPS pool lines for getting into a game of competitive or just quick play are already extremely long, and it takes forever to get into a game with them. As a support player myself, I never really experienced this until a few weeks ago when I decided to start playing some DPS games to try to get better with my Mei and my Widow. And it took me forever to get into games, and then people would just say that I'm throwing over my bad aim. Now, I love the fact that Echo's going to be in the game. I think she's going to be really a different hero and bring a lot of different assets to the table, and probably start her own meta for being very overpowered right now in the game. And I think that it would be great to have her, but I don't think it's the greatest time right now. I think because they kept going on with how they're going to have more tanks and supports in like Overwatch 2 and stuff, and I think they should have taken one of those characters and finished them out for either the tank or support role and put them into Overwatch 1 and saved Echo for later or something, so they have more balance with those roles, and the DPS lines for getting into the game, the queues are not that long, because as Jeff discussed it, he really doesn't like how long the DPS queues are, and he wanted to change it with like the 1-2-3 comp and stuff, but it just didn't work out that well. But I do think that she is a great character, and she'll add a lot of dimension to the game. The next thing I want to talk about is the hero map pools and how they're going to be changing. Jeff and the Overwatch team, they said that they are no longer going to do map pools, even though they wanted to have it so every competitive season would have its own identity and be different from each other. I think it's great that they're not going to have the map pools anymore, because there are some times where it's just like, I don't want to play on this map anymore. I've been on it for 3 games in a row. Say I've been on Horizon Lunar Colony for 3 games in a row, and it's just not great because the Horizon map and the Paris map are just not great maps. They're absolutely terrible, and it's really hard for the attackers or the defenders to hold up in those spots. I think that them reworking the Horizon map for the second time will be great, because it's still not the best map, and often when I get into a game of Horizon with my friends, we'll just all start complaining about it, because usually we always lose on that map. Or if we win on the map, it's very because the enemy team was not playing well or something like that. Another thing about the Horizon map I think would be great for the game change, because it's just too hard for the attackers to get to the first point and too easy for the attackers on the second point. The next map that is being removed from the map pools is Paris. I honestly didn't really think about it much when I started playing the game about how bad Paris was, because I was so focused on how terrible Horizon was. And I really liked the Paris map for a very long time, until I started stumbling upon all of these different problems with it. Like, it was so terribly hard to get the second capture point after getting the first one, because it was just so easy for them to just come back from spawn, and so many places for them to be. And we wouldn't even mainly get to the second point because it was so hard to hold up a fight against the first point to get it. When I first started playing, I really liked the map, like I've said, and I didn't really see it as an imbalanced map until getting into the latter games and getting a higher level and playing on it more, and being like, this is so easy to defend and so hard to attack that it's just not great. And when they came out on the Overwatch team and said that they were going to be removing it from map pools and fixing it, I thought, this is great, because I really like this map and I want to play on it more, and I want it to be more balanced with the rest of the maps. I'm just going to finish up this little TED talk about going on about Echo again, and when she does release on console on the 14th, that I'm going to play her, and I might do a video on her. I'm not exactly sure if I'll be able to play her because on the PTR I haven't been able to play her at all except for in the practice range. But I will probably play her just a little bit just to see how she works on console and stuff. But I probably won't play a lot of her, just probably like one episode, and probably won't see me play her a lot because she's not the pick that I would go for. Finally getting into the commentary, where I'm playing on Legion Tower Competitive. This is a gold level game, and it was a win. I start off going around the spawn, just kind of waiting for it to go down and to start, and we go to the battle. It's just kind of flying around the spawn, destroying stuff, you know, the usual.
Allow me to repair the damage. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
When we finally get into the action of the game, I immediately go and I damage boost the Tracer, but I jump off of her and then change for Moira because she threw out a damage orb, and I thought that might be good for her if she got an early pick. I then switch off to the Ashe because Moira messed up her fade and fell off the map. I then go over to the Hammond to meet and swap over to the Tracer. I probably should have not moved over to the Hammond and just told him to come back over to me because that wasn't the greatest and safest spot for me. I then fly over to heal Ashe and get her back up before the full flying over. I was going to res Ren, but Soldier was right in my face and I didn't want to die there, so I flew back to Ashe and I was going to res. Moira decided to fly back because it was dangerous and she started to respawn normally. We kind of lose the fight and we go back to a group. I get stuck on the rock and then try to get back over it, go with Hammond a little bit, get stunned, but make sure to stay alive. So Moira was with us. We heal the Hammond, which is pretty good. Our Ashe goes off and I damage boost the Tracer. No, more on the Hammond. I overextended a little bit there, and it wasn't my greatest move. I didn't really like being in front of Ryan's shield, but he was backing up and I was moving forward. I didn't see our Ashe is crucial. I told her to come back, and she comes back, and I kill her up. I use Valkyrie here to engage into the fight, so we have chain healing and I can get around to where I have to go. And Ashe uses Bob here too. I told him not to use any more ults because that's 2 down and we want to keep them up to next step. Eva bomb comes in and I don't know where it is, so I go to fly away and I was safely behind the pillar. Our Hammond here goes AFK for a second because his controller batteries or something dies, and I make sure to watch over him while dealing with the rest of our team. Moira is crucial after fighting the soldiers, so I give her some heals. I call out Riptire for almost being up, and I hear it go off and I fly back a little bit. I tell the team to spread out as well, so it only gets one of us. It gets our Hammond, and I see it's safe and I fly over to res him. If it was dangerous or there were people out in front, I would have preferred to hide behind the wall and pull the res. I should have just done that out of habit to learn, but I didn't. We also lost 2 people because I was damage boosting to Ashe, but it could have been over there helping them. Our Moira kills the ulting. Damage boost our Tracer a little bit so we can maybe get an easy pick, and I see him jump up to avoid the Sigma ult and fly away thinking he didn't catch me, even though his animation was still in the air. He got hooked by things and they were quite low. I tried to top them off, but the D.Va waited on me and I didn't pull it out, so I ended up dying. I get back to spawn and we lost the fight, so we're going to group up again. Honestly, I probably should have pulled out my pistol here, just walking back even though it was not that far, just out of habit for when it is far. Damage boost Ryan here to help him get his ult a little bit, and then I use Valkyrie again to go into the fight. Our Hammond pops his ult and he dies, and I know this is a very dangerous res, but I had the Valkyrie to help me out of it a little bit. We ended up winning this fight, but They really should have probably killed me on that res, and I was glad they didn't, even though the signal was throwing a barrier up at me. If I didn't res the Hammond there, I probably would have res the Junkrat. His ult was close, and he probably would have gotten it quick for the next fight I would have to do. The soldier's on this one, damage boosting to Ashe, and he uses his ult, and she kills him. And then I go over to help Orion, and he dies, and I tell them to deal with the D.Va as I res him, and they do, and they don't have to worry about her.
Damage increase.
Here I fly back with the Hammond and Moira. I don't know why I did this. I should have stayed up with the tanks. But it was the end of the game, so it didn't really matter.
Score 1-0.
Then fiddling around at spawn again, waiting for the timer to go down. I practiced my super jumps on Ryan here, even though I didn't really do them that well actually in game. But him just standing here was pretty good practice.
I'm with you. Hey, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Damage boost our soldier so we can get some extra damage in, and I do heal him when he's hurt, even if he has his heal down. I then see Moira is fighting someone who's pretty injured, so I go over to heal her, even though she can heal herself, because I don't want her to die. She does more healing than I do, and it's better for her to be up in the team. I call out to her that I'm with her, and she kills off people. I go over to res the Ryan, saying to him that I was going to res him, but I missed his opportunity, so I went back to our Sigma. I should have cancelled my GA there, even though I didn't, and that put me really close to the Rhine, which endangered me a bit. But I was able to fall back, and he didn't really focus down on me too much. I super jump up to the higher position. I don't know why. I think I just wanted to be up here to avoid people, but it wasn't the greatest spot for me to be in because I couldn't strafe that much, and if they had a sniper who was up top, they would have been able to just pick me off easily, and that wouldn't have been great. I kill Moira here because she's taking damage again from the soldier, and I go up with Ryan because he has his big shield up. I go back over to our Sigma because he's doing some work, and then I switch over to Ryan to heal him because he is quite low. I should have used damage boost here because everyone was on full health, but I didn't use it until later into the fight. I'm not sure why. I should have switched onto that faster. I top off Ryan here, and I look at the scoreboard and think about what ults they have. I call out that they might have some ults. I don't remember which ones they were. I think it was Soldier's Tech Visor. I go over here to heal the Ashe because she's going up close and I don't want her to die. She was running away from me, so I called her out. I don't know why they didn't attack me when I was crossing there. It was a very dangerous space for me to be in, and I didn't really like being there. Looks like my shield was a good protection. I shouldn't have been there in the first place. I use Valkyrie here because it's the end of the fight and it lasts 15 seconds, and if the enemy didn't do any big pushes because they'd used all of their ults, that would have been great, and nothing really happened, so I just kind of floated around and healed people off and damage boosted. That was it for today's video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel for more interesting Mercy videos. You can look in the description of this video to find this channel's Instagram and my best friend's Twitch channel. He does a lot of different games. He plays Overwatch with me and he does some Call of Duty. Make sure to go over to his channel and show him some love. You can tell him that Pop-Tart sent you.